It's Madden NFL football. It's week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville.
Yes, sir.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's change our camera view.
They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an
Welcome to the stream,
team,
man. Happy motherfucking Friday. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better. Happy Friday, everybody.
Here comes a return.
Ooh.
And able to get the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be let out by their second-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got... Door!
Trying to change the camera. Oh, you'll change the camera view in a second. There we go.
They will start this drive with 4. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team.
28 yards on that carry.
They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated.
What's up, Daniel Barry? What's up, Daniel?
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to prove, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Looking for Pryor long.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh.
Good effort there.
Ooh, he dropped it. Oh. Oh. That was a perfect pass. That was a perfect pass. He dropped it. Let's go. Oh!
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense.
We're going to play smart.
Like that,
We're not going to be aggressive. We're not going to play aggressive.
Down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt.
We're not going to be aggressive. We're going to play smart. But shout out, man. First full official week of 2026. It's in the books. Well, not technically, but.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your owner a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Hitting him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Let's go.
Series. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 6 yards.
Let's go.
3rd and 3 now.
Cheers to the ones that got a glass or a cup in your hand right now, man. Cheers to you, man. Pour it back, man. Drink it. You deserve it, man. Drink that. Whatever you drinking, man, drink it.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these
whatever you drinking on, drink it.
One has already come to play here.
I'm drinking.
For the opening points of the
game. About y'all. You know what I mean? Got my drink. Damn, they got what they need, you know. Happy Mother Trucking Friday. Let's go.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Pulled in at the 24. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture.
Hope everyone had a good week.
Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing set in stone.
Hope everyone had a good week, man. First full official week of 2026.
The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division. Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something.
Let's go.
It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40
Nigga,
he's taken down.
we ain't stepping off the gas.
Now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things.
We ain't taking the foot off the gas.
They've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
We ain't taking our foot off the gas. Why take the foot off the gas?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Shifts by him, and now he spins free.
You gotta watch out. I do stuff like that. I do things like that, man. I be creative on the field. I'm not, you know, you got some players, they Madden fanatics. I'm not a Madden fanatic. You know, I just like to play. You know, I just like to play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Right there, hurt. Now back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's to his rookie wideout from Wisconsin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first complete.
Touchdown, Browns!
Go!
A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Nice kick.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of these in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, a run with ETN. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 38-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure nobody can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice job there on the escape.
Come on, Jacksonville, get back in the game. I got my defense looking kind of stupid right now.
If you're locking down the target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage. And that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that for a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Nice.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a James touchdown.
Let's go.
After the touchdown,
it's turning out to be a great game. It's all about execution.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Got to execute the plays.
Cleveland offense making their way out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here comes third and about a foot. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They run with Ford. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Ford. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. This is Ford. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. And more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Oh, yeah.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Lawrence on first down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. ETN once more. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run with ETN, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on now, let's go!
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He may go. And he is not quite going to make it all the way. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go. He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point.
Let's go.
And that makes it a 9-point game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
I'm just doing me, streaming. Let's go.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
Let's go.
A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in their hurry up. Lawrence is throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
Let's go.
The stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first
Oh, you little
half.
tackle.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets
This guy I'm trying to smoke with Billy.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, Ron! Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Let's go, tight end.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how they hurt you. Now the timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back fall.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And
ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right?
Let's go.
PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get
trying to
prepared for the
showboat.
rest of the game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Hold the ready. Check 133. Got defense. Keep it up, guys. Mark second.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Focus. Hot. We want it. Over.
Now Lawrence. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Let's go. Hey, so go. Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Flush down right, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. To about the 35, 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Switch.
On 2nd down now, it's Burns. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Panther Street.
Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Mike Shift 33.
2nd and 2. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Get that ball. 19 tight.
3rd down. Burns. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. For a lot of people, MVP this week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen, but we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burns, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On third down, here's ETN. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down.
Come on.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. It certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they're able to work
He out there trying to make plays.
It's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey,
Back to the ground with ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to shake him off. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And Lawrence going to hit the
damn, how that happened? God.
Damn. Pickup of 17 yards.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with ETN. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Hey, lion. Hey, so goes. I got you. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
Now Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with an acrobatic catch. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Lawrence. Slant pass to Bull. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Finding ETN here. Catching it on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Touchdown! Davis, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This go back of the end zone, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Keep giving it to him. Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just missed it.
Didn't need that to happen.
Well, I know sitting up here, And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Here's second down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9. And compounding things, it's now third down as well. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and 11 now. They'll look to throw. Looking for Pryor long. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Browns are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Damn, I'm good. Damn.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here hope that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show.